Man, it is a hot one today. We are in South Chesapeake, and if you want a neighborhood with a great neighborhood pool and playground with only 2 entrances to the neighborhood so you can let those kids out on their bikes, we got one for you today. Let's talk about it. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan Inman, and you are watching the Living in Coastal Virginia channel, where we talk about live, work, play of everything in coastal Virginia. That's Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, and the surrounding cities. Do me a huge favor. If I've earned it at the end of this video, hit that like button. Lets the algorithm know that I'm doing a good job, and we'll put it in front of other people just like yourself. And then if you'd hit the subscribe button, if you want to see more content like this, it'll let you know when we drop new content every Monday and Friday. Good Lord. And as much as I love making this content, I'd love more to help you with your real estate needs. We have people reaching out all the time that are moving cross country or even from the area, and we'd love to help you with your real estate needs too. I'm the real estate, wife's on the mortgage side, and we help people make that transition as easy and smooth as possible. Reach out. All contact information is below. So give me a ring. Today we are in SAWYERS Mill, which is a neighborhood that was developed in the late 90s and early 2000s. There's only 2 entrances to this neighborhood, which makes it super awesome to be able to let those kids out and go out on the bike. Right across the street we have kids that are fishing in the local pond. We have the local park right behind us, and down at the end of the street is the local pool where everybody goes to get cool on a hot day like this. This entire neighborhood is laid out incredibly well, where it may actually look like the houses are tight together. Nearly on every single lot in the neighborhood is going to be at least a 1/4 of an acre or a 1/3 of an acre or more, and it's going to feel actually bigger than that because almost all of them are backed up to a bit of water, a park, or some undeveloped land. I will say we are in South Chesapeake, so you already pay a little bit in your property taxes for those bug services, but I have them flying all around me, so if you haven't noticed that by yet, you definitely want to invest in a Mosquito Joe service or Mosquito Authority or something along those lines to get rid of those bugs as much as possible. Obviously, part of that's going to be because we are right around the corner of the Great Dismal Swamp, and anytime you have stagnant water, you're going to have bugs. But people move to South Chesapeake because they want to get away, get a little more space away from the city. They want a country vibe with great school districts, and that's what you get here. As I mentioned earlier, you have all the ponds, and you have the local park, and you have the pool. All of that comes at a very, very low cost of less than $50 a month for that HOA. Lastly, I'll mention here at the beginning that one of the main reasons people pick this neighborhood or this area in general is because SAWYERS Mill is zoned for grass field, and grass field is one of the most highly desired or sought after school districts in the area. You can look at niche.com and greatschools.org for some of the reviews that parents leave, and it's pretty awesome. That's great, Dan. So what does it take to actually get into this neighborhood? Like I said at the beginning, this entire neighborhood was built out in the late 90s and early 2000s. You're going to be starting right in the mid 3s up into the upper 4s for this entire neighborhood. You know, 3-4 bedrooms up to 5, 2-3 baths, maybe up to 4 in some of them if they've converted that last half bath. which would be to be expected. There are no townhomes, only single-family homes in this neighborhood. All of those homes are going to be about 2,000 plus square feet, all the way up to about 3,500. You have a few that are slightly above that. That might be because someone threw an addition. But like I said, these were developed in the late 90s and early 2000s. So there are going to be homes in here that haven't seen updates since then. And you may want to budget a little bit of money to renovate those bathrooms and kitchens when you move in. Fortunately, when the neighborhood was developed in the late 90s and early 2000s, it was super popular to do master suites. So most of the master bedrooms have tray ceilings, large master bathrooms, and it's going to include both a tub and a shower with walk-in closets. Super common, as you'll see in some of the B-roll shots, is also what's called a frog, a family room over the garage, which is a large room for a man's den or a she room or whatever you want to call it, or just a place to stick those kids when they're noisy. You're going to see a mixture of brick and vinyl, mostly vinyl, and most of the brick is actually only going to be on the front facade. You will very rarely find it fully clad in brick. You will also see most of the houses around here have at least a 1.5 car garage. Most of them are going to come with 2. But like I said, between $300,000 and $400,000 are mid up for 4s. This is a fantastic neighborhood if you want a community feel that has a pool and a park, and also each house is going to feel much bigger outside than it really would in a traditional neighborhood because of the way they've laid it out. So what's nearby? Right outside, just down the street, we've got a Food Lion and a Rite Aid for those staples that you need. We can get there within 5 minutes, which is fantastic. You obviously have Cahoon Commons down the street, which has a Dirty Buffalo and a Walmart and a Chick-fil-A. What else do you need? There is an ABC store there, so if you need to get your whiskey on, you got that there. By the way, I'm huge into Bullet Bourbon or Knobs Creek or Angel's Envy, so if you ever want to send me a little gift in the mail, you can shoot me a message below, and those are my favorites.
I love scotch. I love scotch. Scotchy, scotch, scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
We are right around the corner from Chesapeake Pawn and Gun, which is one of the premier gun outlets in the area. Those ladies know exactly what they're doing, and if you look at their Google reviews, they are knocking it out of the park. You've got Deep Creek Park right around the corner, so if you want a place for a dog park, so you can actually have a dedicated space for dogs. They also have 4 baseball diamonds there for some of the local clubs and kids. You do have really easy access to 64, so if you want to live in Chesapeake and you're willing to do that drive, you know, NAS, Norfolk International, or Norfolk Air Station, Little Creek, Oceana, they're all about 35 to 45, 50 minutes away, depending on what traffic is going to look like. Just a real quick recap here at the end. If you want a place in Chesapeake that kind of still fits within maybe your BAH or within a reasonable budget, $350,000 to $450,000, which will host a small family, and you want to be in a great school district, has a very community sense. You've got lots of super wide what's the word I'm looking for? Streets that are through the neighborhood. Only 2 entrances, so it makes it super easy to let the kids out and go run around the neighborhood, and then go down to the community pool. This is a fantastic place to check out. Sawyer's Mill might just be for you. Hey, if I've earned it at the end of here, please hit the like button. It lets me know that I'm putting out content that you like. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. As much as I love making this content, I'd love to help you with your real estate needs. We help people buy and sell real estate every single day. My wife's on the mortgage side, I'm on the real estate side, and all of our contact information should be below if you want to reach our team, and we'll help you out. So until next time, see you later.